It's been a while, but we're finally back with more Digimon Digital Card Battle.
Here.
And yes, folks, like I mentioned in my previous videos, I do have an Apage now. But I'm going to finish off what runs that are close to being finished in the current format before I move on with HD quality. I mean, it only makes sense. Yeah, I've been kind of busy at Wiseman Tower in this recording. Busy fusing cards and stuff. I have like 90% completion.
Nice.
And we're about 3/4 of the way done with the game, apparently. Yeah, this run's not going to stop until I've beaten every opponent. And I do mean every opponent.
Fun, fun. Come on!
Yeah, and Digimon too. Yep. So, yep, in short, what's going to be taken care of in order is this, then Eternal Darkness, then Chrono Trigger. As for the rest of the Dazzle runs, I'll probably scrap them in favor of recording them in a higher quality. Oh. That was a familiar face. Let's see. Well, we are going to the Flame City Extra Arena after all.
Pro.
First match is Paildramon. And of course, since we already faced him before, he doesn't have that much to do dialogue. He doesn't even give us an intro speech.
It could have been worse.
Yep. The Rocket Bomb deck. Once again, it's a kamikaze deck, so expect plenty of crash attacks. Ooh, yes. Hey, I got a new card to use. Speed 7s. And I'm using Paildramon as my first card. Yeah, I had this planned in advance. So I gave a cross attack booster to Paildramon for against fire cards. I'm gonna hold on to that speed 7s. Until I face an opponent that that's really strong. Not to mention it has a lot of HP that I can absorb. Pepper Breath! Oof!
Ow.
But Eraser Beam times 3.
Get back!
For 1410.
Damn!
Yeah. Last I checked, folks, I am currently at my final visit to Infinity Tower. Yes, for the last time. And sure, a lot of you are like, this is getting old, Adam. Why are you gonna just move on with another run and just end this already? Like I said, when I beat every single opponent in the game. I mean, you'll know when we face off against Black War Greymon. Yeah, I think I'm using speed 7s now. Yep, first attack is set. Eat up HP, plus 200 attack. Ooh!
Owie!
I perhaps should have saved that for a higher HP, but meh.
Why not use it now, right?
Yeah. See, especially if I get the first attack. 2010.
Well, that was about a few years ago.
2 years ago. The good old days of 2010. Wait, what were those days like? I forget. Ooh. I can download Digivolve if I choose to. I'm gonna hold out another turn. Oh boy. And I also have another card to use. The Mystic 7s card. Even though it says Misty, it's Mystic.
Yes.
Void out support and lowers their attack power to 0.
Ow.
But it does not work against crash attacks. That's the only flaw with the Mystic 7s. There's also another card I picked up down the line. Dark 7s. Oh wait, I think I did already pick that one up. Yeah,
I think you already picked that up, yeah.
Yeah. To reiterate, it's been a long time, okay, folks?
Yeah.
Basically, Dark 7s, if your HP is higher than the opponent, you reduce their HP to 10. Best to use them as a finishing blow. Anyway, 17 experience points. And a Hyper Pack. Yeah, pretty much got up to, yeah. Pretty much the last visit to Infinity Tower is part 41. So it's a way off. Well, it's a while. It'll take a while. Anyway, our next opponent is Paildramon. First turn. The Riding Blade deck, which is based on armor support. So obviously, once you take out Paildramon, the deck falls apart. Yeah, I'll use Wargreymon for DP. Discarding. Uchomon. Which is the lesser of two evil? Go with the two evils. Either I risk getting countered, or I just expose myself to a very painful attack. What? Looks like we did not go for the we went for the lesser of two evils. Risking a counter attack, which will only hurt us for 100 HP.
Interesting.
Yeah, because I saw that Beal Diamond and I was like, he's probably going to use a counter attack. I think I'm foolish enough to fall for it. Alright, next move. It's my turn. And I can Digivolve. XVmon says I can use Greymon as a support card. Alright, Wizardmon. Discard all cards in no hand, then draw 2 cards. Okay, no support. No support. Oh yeah, I should know, folks. Yeah, I kind of I should tell you what I've been doing since well, since we last left off in this run. Since she probably doesn't know much of what I've been doing. I recently bought myself an HD TV, got myself a PS3, and I also got myself a Vita too.
Nice.
So I've been playing, of course, the first game I ever purchased for that system, Persona 4 Golden. And here's Paildramon.
Nice.
Right here, you piecing the cards in his hand, you're going to want to use Rosemon's Lure, but I'm going to use Greymon instead. Wipe it out in one shot. But yeah, so far I'm having a blast with Persona 4 Golden. I like it in new additions, but what I don't like is the fact that the characters retain their weaknesses. That's what irks me. But I suppose it's for game balancing, you know? I mean, you gotta have that element of risk.
Yeah.
But yeah, so far I'm in December 22nd. I'm just about to face off against Adachi. Not sure what my final party is going to be for that fight. Since, unlike my old run of Persona 4, I'm actually training them evenly, the whole party. Anyway, Biomon. Dark 7. that actually does not work. Misfire failure. I should have played Rosemon's Lure instead. Oh well. And for not thinking like that, I get hit for 350.
Owie.
While I do nothing. I should note, tomorrow, the 17th, that is when Capcom Unity will release the EXE file for Street Fighter Cross Mega Man.
Nice.
Basically, it's an independent game, obviously, where where Mega Man faces off against Street Fighter characters in 8-bit.
This'll be interesting.
Yeah, the final roster of the 8 bosses is Ryu, Dalsim, Urien from Street Fighter 3, Blanca, Chun-Li, Crimson Viper, Rose, and Rolento.
Interesting.
Pretty much at least one representative for Alpha, 2, 3, and 4.
Interesting.
And I am barely hanging on with 30 HP, and I won that match with 3 wins, 0 losses. I'll be honest, folks, I've been otherwise bored. But fortunately, I'm making a comeback with this run, and I'm just gonna end this as soon as possible.
Right.
The best part is, once I get component cables from my PSP, I'll be able to do full PSP runs. Anyway, which will probably include Persona 3 Portable, and probably Lunar Silverstar Harmony to replace the old run. 3 science deck. If it guesses wrong, it gets hurt. Yes, Paildramon.
Joy, joy.
This deck is about anticipating your moves and countering them. So, pay very close attention. Yeah, pay very close attention, otherwise you will get hurt. See, the case in point, the best I could do is a cross attack for jamming. And hope I don't get countered. Oop. Yep. I anticipated that. Best to go with a weaker attack that won't get countered.
Alright. Or else... Oopsies! What happened? Fell down.
But yeah, if you people want to see Lunar Silverstar Harmony instead of on the PS1, yeah, if you want to see that, then feel free to let me know in the comments.
Yeah, because then we'll know which one you guys would rather us do.
Yeah, and besides, it'd mean one less run for me to worry about in terms of the Dazzle playthroughs.
Yep.
Okay, I'm a little worried about that all or nothing gamble, so I'm going to play a revival, a Ruby. Let's see. Psychic Wave. I guess I had nothing to worry about. So I'm sure I mistimed using that ruby. Oh yeah, it was the Miracle Ruby, I remember now. Oh boy, circle hitters, hate them.
Yeah.
XVmon! So my best bet is to go for triangle or cross. But either way, I lose. Because I just don't have enough HP. And with this deck, I'm not more or less not using any recovery. I'm just going for all-out attack. Oh, Paildramon's down. Alright, next up will most likely be Pilman on the field. And we got Rosemon's Lure. Alright. Eraser Beam. Circle Hitter. Not falling for it. So yeah, see, the thing is with when you're using specialty-based attacks, it's if you use a power-up card, it'll pretty much add to your default total and then multiply it by 3 if it's against the right specialty.
Nice.
For example, Paildramon's cross attackers right now is 470. If you multiply that, well, actually, if you add like say 500 to that, it'd be 970. Then it would multiply by 3 to 2910, I believe. Yeah, 2910.
Nice.
We've won this. Alright, let's wash them away. So yeah, you know, I think in hindsight I should have just put one partner in each deck and have them. But then again, I'd be robbing the other two partners of experience. Besides, it's times like these, like, where I can trip up the enemy. Anyway, level up for Digimon.
Yay!
But no digiparts and no stat increase.
Aww.
Those only happen every 5 levels. The stat increases. I want a rematch. You should challenge me to battle then. You got a red pack. Basically, we gotta do 2 rounds of the extra arenas before we can unlock the next Wise Man Tower arena. So this is gonna get tedious. And trust me, very, very tedious. You've been warned, folks. So, see you in part 29 for when we revisit Jungle City and face off against Hawkmon's next Digivolution. See you then!